All right, good morning. So it is Sports and Coffee. This is the Patriot Football League 48. This is still week one. So I said I was going to do a couple of games of the week, and this is the second one, Boise and Indiana, because these two teams are well matched, and both these teams have human owners, or I should say live owners. So Boise last year had a phenomenal season. They went undefeated, 12-0 and 2 ties. However, got defeated in their first playoff game. They were upset. The offseason was rough. Spent some money trying to improve their defense and suffered a major offensive loss, and then spent the remaining of their money just trying to recover or get some defense. They did end up scoring a defense, but they lost 2 points of offense. That can be reflected in coaching staff, can be reflected in players changing grades or moving on or whatever, right? Traded, etc. So again, narratively, we just represent that. And the players generally will have a grade that they keep even if things happen to the team in the offseason. Unless, of course, those players, for some reason, are gone. All right, so anyway, we got Boise, my brother's team, who has dropped off. They are a 1-1. The Indianapolis Capitals are actually a 1-1 now. So they've improved in the offseason as their defense improved. And so Indianapolis now has a chance to make a run in that division. However, they do have to deal with the Mason Machine, who have a fantastic offense, and the San Diego Mavericks that actually shocked the world and ended up in the Patriot Bowl last year as a wild card. So, but Indy missed the playoffs by sheer tiebreakers against Dayton and San Diego. So at least this year, Indy would like to be able to win those tiebreakers and have a shot at the wild card. All right, so again, both these teams are balanced, so we're using the balanced deck. I still have not cut out my run heavy or my pass heavy cards. Turns out this game is balanced versus balanced, so I'm okay. I will go ahead and demonstrate how the my solo defensive charts work for the game. I did just do a video kind of talking about this. I was not going to share this unless Brian decided to add it to the package, and I'm not certain if Brian has tweaked any of this data. So this is my original data that I was using to test and that I gave to Brian. Brian may stick with this, he may change this, I don't know. Like the charts, Brian updated and brought these charts up to what he wanted Play Action Football Express to be. So these are Brian's official charts updated from the previous charts that I had given him. So he may do the same with this. I do not know. Okay, I talked about this. If you want to know more about how this works, watch the video that's directly about this. But I will use this, and again, I'll use it as I see fit. So this is how I'll do it, right? I like my games to be without a lot of fiddly bits. And the minute I start checking other dice or picking up more dice, etc., those become fiddly bits for me. I try to design games where we don't have a lot of fiddly bits. So the games generally are going to be generated. All results will be generated instantly right here. That's how we play. However, the solo defense is there to create dynamism and to also reflect what a team on 3rd and 12 might do on defense. That regardless of what offensive deck the offense is in. Okay. All right, so Indy's going to get the ball by the nature of being at home, and we're going to go ahead and flip the cards, and we'll talk about these teams as we go. 2, it's going to be a touchback. So Indy at home, Indy. Ball is booted through the end zone. All right, so this offense, again, this team, Boise Mustangs, is coached by J.W. Hooker. He was the coach of the year last year with an undefeated record and then choked in the playoffs. They are balanced 43. They are a 1-1. They have Sam Everett at quarterback. He was won the league's best quarterback award. However, his current rating is only that of an award winner, not of a Pro Bowler. So his rating dropped. That was part of the reasoning. Since their offense dropped, part of that was Everett's regression for his sophomore years, technically. We have Eddie West at running back, Frank Bell. We have Vic Evans, Aaron Smith, and Kyle Forte. Those are the top main receivers, split ends, tight ends, flankers. Kicking off, just now we just saw Villanueva kick the ball off. They have a really good left guard. They have an all-pro left guard in Larry Franks, and they have a really solid right guard in Dennis Owens. Unfortunately, though, that's their two key. Both their guards are solid. On defense, they have a fantastic DT and a fantastic end and Wally Bevins. They have an all-pro middle linebacker, Louderbeck, and they have a really good outside backer, Sam Cohn. And then they have a lockdown corner and 2 safeties that are fantastic. So again, this team was borderline champions last year, went undefeated. Suffered a little bit in this offseason. The Capitals improved. We're playing right now indoors at the Hooters Dome. We have a balanced offense with a 43 defense, 1-1. Johnny Smith is a returning quarterback. He is a base starter. He's not very good. But they have a brilliant all-pro back in Omar Chappelle. Rance Soames at fullback. They have Jack Randall at split end, Toby McClintock and at tight end, and James Johnson at flanker. Their place kicker is Kevin Polk. He's not too bad. He's been around a long time. They have a great left side. Luke Abernathy at left tackle, Sean O'Shea at left guard, and center Nate Burgum all make for Pro Bowl quality players on the left side. The center out on the left side. On defense, they have Ansel Brown, a All-Pro, and they have Frankie Watson, a DT. They also have 2 linebackers that are potential Pro Bowlers, Dean Gross and Albert Tyson. And then again, a lockdown corner in Jack Jones and Walt Boone, the free safety, are fantastic. The Caps finished 7-6-1 last year and were edged out of the playoffs. All right, the Capitals with the ball. Here we go. And again, right now, we're in a base defense. So this would be a normal situation. I can still roll, but I'm going to use base for most situations. I'll go to the roll when it looks like we need to short yardage or we need to be in pass defense. Okay, so remember, both teams are using balanced. That includes their tendencies and their personnel. And this is the effect based on the defense that the other team goes into. So it's going to be right now, both teams are a 43. There will be no bonus to passes or runs. So right now, it's just what the card says, just like I've been playing. So here we go. They snap the ball. It is Johnny Smith, drops back, looks, fires a strike with +1, 14 yards, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14-yard pass. First down for Indianapolis Capitals. 1st and 10. They snap the ball. It's going to be a nice run of 2 +1, 3 yards, 1, 2, 3. As the offense has won both of those. So the Capitals come out hot as they're winning what would be called in the game activation of offense or defense, which you could see it as execution or just getting the jump on the defense right now. They snap the ball. It's going to be another run. This time the defense plays a roll. 9 -1, so 8 yards and a first, though. So that's 10, 8 yards and a first down as the Capitals are on a roll right now. 1st and 10, they snap the ball. It's going to be a run. Defense takes one away, runs for 1. So right now, they're just in their base 43 versus a balanced team. So it's 0. There's no extra modifier. All right, 2nd and 9, though. We're starting to get into what I would call might be a good reason to roll here. I would call this a normal situation, 2nd and 9. But you can roll for normal to try to get nickels, blitzes. So we're going to roll on this one. So here we go. What do they prepare to do? Boise is going to blitz. So we snap the ball. We're going to look at defense run. So run 3, defense -1, so run for 2. Blitz against balance +2. So they're going to get 3. Defense subtracts 1. That's 2 yards. But they blitzed it. Add 2 to this. 4-yard run. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they blitz the gap. And they miss the tackle. They blitz the wrong gap, and he gets loose for 4 yards, picks up an extra 2 yards. But it is now 3rd and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 3rd and 5. And in this situation, I would call this a short yardage situation, so I may roll. I think I will roll. So we're going to go ahead and roll short yardage. See what Boise does on defense. So remember, this doesn't just include what you might call as a play. It's what personnel the defense brings onto the field to deal with a balanced team. So 3 on short yardage is they're going to a 46 defense. So 46 is going to stop both. Is going to be a -1 against a balanced team. So automatically, Boise has a -1 already. They snap the ball. It's defense. So we're going to get -1 plus the 46 defense is -2. The pass was for 9, 7 yards and a first down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Indianapolis Capitals, Johnny Smith under duress finds Jack Randall for a 7-yard strike, and that 46 defense wins -1. 46 is an automatic -1, so -2 from 9. And there it is, folks, first down pass. So Smith under duress stays calm at home and fires Jack Randall. Again, I'm going to go with base defense. Snaps the ball. It's going to be offense. 8 plus 1, 9-yard run. Now we're going to go to short yardage again. And we're going to roll short yardage. 5. Okay, 5 on short yardage. Says blitz. So they're blitzing again. Uh-oh, that's not good against the balanced team. That's a +2 to both run or pass. Run for a first down. Offense. So first down. So they're going to get 1 because first down is just whatever yardage you need. So they get 1. And then offense, they get 2, and then the blitz, 2 more. So 4 yards, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, you don't want to blitz a balanced team, is what that means, folks. Right? You do not want to blitz a balanced team, a team using the balanced deck. Right? So imagine they could be, these guys could literally switch to a pass deck, and then you do want to blitz them, right? So. But right now, my teams don't change decks. They play whatever their style is. Okay, first down and 10. Indy on a great drive. Snaps the ball. Offense. Run 7. So offense +1. 8-yard run. Unbelievable, man. So second and 2. Man, Indy is looking lights out right now. They snap the ball. I'm not rolling. I'm going base. Run defense. 5. -1. 4 yards and a first, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to the 18. First and goal at the 18. Indianapolis. Looks real good. We're going to stick with the base defense. They snap the ball. It's going to be a run for a chance at a touchdown. So we got a run offense, so 14 yards. It's going to put them at the 4 unless we break away. Yep. Whoops. What am I doing? Break away. Unless they break away for 4. 4 is no additional yardage. They're at the 4, first and goal on a little breakaway run. So he breaks free of Bart Louderbeck, the all-pro middle linebacker of Boise. Spins away. Now we're inside the goal line. So now I can roll. So it's called inside defenses 6. So 5 or closer. I can roll a goal line defense, a base defense, a 46, or a blitz. And we're going to roll for every snap here. So now the defense goes into a short, inside the 5, inside the 6 defense. So let's roll, see what they do. 5, inside. 5 is 46, so that's going to be a -1 to everything, plus the defense might show up. Yeah, sack, -7, -1, -2, -9. Sack to the 13. Indianapolis gets hammered. Who makes the sack? Oh, penalty. Does not count. Pre-snap. It's going to be 11, and I'm trying to use Brian's rules, right? Remember, Brian's made tweaks. His official rules aren't yet out. I have been able to help proof the rule book, so I kind of know what his official rules are, so I'm going to try to do those today, except I'm adding the solo defense. So 11 made the sack. That's going to be, wow, they're all-pro. Boise's all-pro. Safety, Pro Bowl safety, Peters, with the sack. So they basically, on that 46, sent their strong safety through the gap and hammered the quarterback, second and goal. Now we don't use goal line. We're going to use, I'm going to use a long yardage situation. 2 is nickel. So they're going to be in a nickel. Snap. It's going to be pass. Incomplete. Doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Third down. So that nickel works. Now we're definitely going to use long yardage. I want to roll the defense. Nickel. Snap. It's going to be defense. Pass. Okay, here we go. So defense. So pass for 15. -1. That's 14. But balanced versus nickel. No modifier. They're perfectly matched. The balanced pro set offense versus the balanced defensive of the nickel washes out. So 15 defense -1's 14 yards. Touchdown by a yard. Smith of Indy stays calm on 3rd and long. 3rd and goal from the 13. Fires a 13-yard pass to, and let's flip and find out. And that pass goes to 3. That is Vic Evans. Oh, wrong team. Jack Randall, their stud receiver. And the extra point is good. PAT. And the Indianapolis Capitals, in their opening drive of the season, go right down the field against this Boise team. Boise last year had no defensive rating. I guarantee you Hooker's not happy. They've improved their defense, but Indy went through them like a hot knife through butter. Kickoff. Pre-snap penalty. They're going to be kicking it off 5 yards further back. So somebody jumps. They're going to kick it off now from the 30, which means I'm going to add 5 yards to where the ball's taken. 12, it's 7, so add 5 to that, 12-yard line. So he fields it at the 12 instead of the 7. And Boise has a good return. 8, they sure do. 23, nice. 35-yard line. So there's where a pre-snap penalty, even on a kickoff, as somebody gets past the kicker. And we have an illegal procedure on the kickoff. They back it up 5, and boom, we add 5 to where the ball's fielded. And there you go, folks. All right, so Boise takes the field. Again, this team was the second highest scoring offense in all of football last year, but they suffered mightily in the offseason with free agent changes, with poor draft, whatever you want to call it. Maybe they lost some coaches. You might lose both coordinators. When you go 12-0-2, you probably had a lot of turnover on offensive coaching staff, right? Wide receiver coaches leave for jobs, whatever. All right, here we go. We're going to stick with base for the Capitals. Boise goes to work. Picked off right there. And let's go ahead and finish this in case there's a penalty. Intercepted. 9. The pass is picked off 11 yards downfield. So 10-11 is picked off at the 48. It's going to be return 9. And the return, wow, back-to-back 9s. 8-yard return to the 38. And that's it. Who picked that off? 6. That's going to be, wow, picked off. Dean, the middle linebacker, who is a potential Pro Bowler. Indy's Gross with an INT. Oh, actually, I didn't have to do that. I can write it right here. Everett, who's, again, as I said, his rating went down as part of the reflection in the offense going down. So he regressed, and now he opens the season with an interception by Gross, or Grochi. Wow, and the Indy fans on their feet cheering as they're up 7-0, and the very first play of the year for Boise is an inauspicious start, throwing an interception by Everett, who was the league's best player at quarterback last year, and I don't think this year is going to be as good. Snaps the ball, it's going to be defense run, so run 3, -1, 1 for 4, -1 is 3, 1, 2, 3. Indy still running the ball. Snap, it's going to be a run, defense, 1 yard, 3rd down. They snap the ball, 8. We're going to leave it in base. 8 is 8 plus 1 on offense is 9 and a first down. Very nice. Look at this. Indianapolis is looking like they are in midseason form already. They snap the ball. It's going to be a run for nothing. 2nd down. He turns and snap. We're going to play long yardage situation. 2nd and 10. They're going to be in their base. They snap the ball. Pass for 27. Defense modifies by 1. So 26, and they're staying in their base on this for a 43 balance 0, so no modifier. So 26-yard pass, touchdown. Smith in the first quarter has thrown 2 touchdowns, a 13-yarder and now a 25-yarder. Unbelievable. Both passes went into the end zone by 1 yard. That's amazing. It's caught by, or the extra point is, oh no, missed. So it's going to be a pass to, so the PAT missed 8. It's going to be a pass to Kyle Forte. To Forte, failed. Oh, but Indy at home up 13-0. The fans on their feet. The kickoff is 9. 3-yard line. Filled it at the 3. Boise reeling. And 1. They're going to fumble the ball after a 10-yard return. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense. And it's returned 4 on the interception. On the 9 yards. Oh, down to the 4-yard line. Indy. So, Boise's Danforth. Kickoff return, fumble lost. Who recovered that? 9. That's going to be 7, 8, 9. Gary Holmes recovered that. And returns it 9 yards. Folks, Indy is about to blow the doors off. We are inside the goal line. That starts the second quarter. Boise 0, Indy 13. And we're going to start the second quarter with Boise already down 13 and about to spot. They're going to have the whole game to make up this catastrophe that was the first quarter. But I'm afraid Indy, remember, these two teams are perfectly matched. They both run a balanced offense. They both have a 43 defense. They're both 1-1. Unless Boise's coach comes up with a real butt chewing at halftime, I'm not certain that Boise's not going to open up this season with their first regular season loss in their history. Remember, they went 12-0 with 2 ties last year. They lost in the postseason, but they have never lost a regular season game. This is uncharted territory for Lee and for his coach of the year, J.W. Hooker. They have never been in this situation. They're about to be down potentially 20-0 in the second quarter. Holy cow, the wheels have come off. The Indy Capitals, coached by Bobby Leonard. Casey is the owner, by the way. Casey is a subscriber who volunteered to take over the Indy Capitals. We're at the Hooters Dome, and right now he is all smiles up in the coach's box as his team, he has seen his average, ordinary quarterback already threw 2 touchdowns in the season opener. He's got to feel good about his team in this situation right now. Okay, here we go. Let's cut the cards. Let's play 2. So where you lose time in this, the fiddly bit for this is shuffling the deck, which one reason I went away from fast action games as I discovered dice and charts. I had always been a status pro guy, and of course Pater was dice and charts, but when I was a kid, what inspired me the most was Status Pros games, which were title bout, boxing. They all used fast action cards. And so the first game I ever invented, football board game, was a solo football game that used fast action. And then I went away from that as I discovered other games with dice and charts. So I think I still prefer the speed and the simplicity and all the data that can be packed on a simple card flip. But having to cut cards out and having to shuffle cards, and of course cards can get, especially if they're not like store-bought Hoyle brand washable cards, they can wear out. So anyway, but it's hard. But I love fast action games. I mean, they're just amazing. All right, so we're going to be looking at the goal line defense now. So goal line against ballast is an automatic -1 versus everything, right? So remember, this is not about play calling. This is not a goal line defense versus a run. It's goal line defense versus a balanced type of team. This is a team that would run or pass, balance tendencies, but also uses personnel that the goal line can handle. So -1 here. If we get defense, it'll be -2. So here we go. Indy, they're trying to make it 20-0. They snap the ball. It's going to be offense, pass, incomplete, second down. They're going to stay in goal line, obviously. Snaps the ball. It's going to be run, offense, +1. But -1 for goal line, nowhere. Third down, because there's 0 run here. 0 +1, but -1 for goal line. Third down and goal. They snap the ball. It's defense sack. So defense, -5, -6. Goal line, -7. They're down to the 11. That's the second sack Boise's had. Who got the sack? 12. Guess who, folks? Marshall, the free safety, collects the sack. So both their safeties are Pro Bowlers, and they both have collected a sack. That is amazing. Both those sacks came in the goal line. So basically, Boise brings everybody up into the box and sends their safeties into gaps, and it's 4th down and goal. They're going to kick a field goal. So the best possible thing that Boise could have had happen would have been the takeaway. Well, they didn't get it, but they're going to force a field goal, and that's what's important. And the field goal is good, though, as Polk. Let me double check this. 9. He is 80. Yeah, he made it. Polk makes a 27-yard field goal, and either way, that's points off turnovers after that interception. Man, Indy's fans are absolutely celebrating. It's 16-0. The kickoff is touchback. All right, Boise with a second chance. They've thrown an interception on their very first drive of the season. Indy went down like a hot knife through butter and scored a touchdown on their first drive. This is looking like it's going to be a blowout, and the Capitals fans are on their feet. It's going to be pre-snap offense. Holy cow, the Boise is absolutely a train wreck. They've just suffered a penalty on their second overall snap of the season. First snap of the season picked off, second snap of the season a penalty. Boise's coach is beside his headphones his headset's already on the ground, and he is cussing his team. Here we go. They snap the ball. Oh, but his quarterback gets the job done. Again, base defense. So remember, they're 43 balance 0. So defense -1, 27 -1, 26 yards, 10, 20. 6 going to put him at the 41. Beautiful pass by the former quarterback of the year, Sam Everett. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be a run of 1. +1 is 2. Up to the 43, second down. And again, balance versus base for these two teams, since they're both 43s, no effect. Second down, they snap the ball. It's going to be another run of 1. Plus 1 is 2 more. 1, 2, third down, and we're going to have to go to short yardage. 5 on a short yardage defense is blitz. So remember, blitz adds 2 to everything. They get caught in the wrong play. It's going to be offense. So 2 plus 2 is 4, plus offense 1. That's going to be 5 yards. And 5 is going to put him at the 50. It's 4th and 1. Somehow Indy blitzes, trips him up. He doesn't get the first despite giving a hole up. And it is 4th and 1. They're down 16. We're going for it. Boise, we're going to go short yardage. Let me see here. Right now against balance, yeah, we're going to go short yardage roll. It's going to be 3, which is 46. That's minus 1 to everything. They snap the ball in a 46. Run defense, so this is amazing. So first down, normal, would be an automatic first 1-yard game. But the defense, minus 1, comes into play. So that's going to make it 0. 46 is going to make it a loss of 1. So they hammer him in the backfield for a loss of 1. Turnover on downs. The crowd here in Indy erupts. Who makes that big hit loss? Tackle for loss, 6. Holy cow, that's going to be Grossi, who's had an interception and now a TFL on 4th down. That would be what's called a big hit in my box scores. And he flips the field. Oh my God, Indianapolis is playing championship football right now. So the defense evened out. So it was a run of 1, but the defense negated it. The 46 hit him in the backfield. That's how the solo defense effect works. So it makes a more dynamic representation of what kind of formation defenses line up in. Holy Jesus. Indy's about to just destroy Boise. They snap the ball. It's going to be a defense run, so 0 minus 1. Bam! But look at this. Boise's defense playing their hearts out. Second and long. We're going to roll on second and long. 5 is going to be dime defense. So dime versus balanced is plus 1 to everything. So they're going to actually gain a benefit. Plus 1 pass defense. So 11. Defense is minus 1. So 10 plus 1. 11. They get 11 and there's a penalty. So an 11-yard strike. The penalty, 7, is defense adds 15. So 11 and then another 15. 10 down to the 24. The crowd roars as there's a face mask penalty adding on to that game. And Johnny Smith, quarterback, looks like a freaking genius today. Snaps the ball. It's going to be another pass. This time, oh, by the way, we're in base. So base balanced is going to be 0. It's going to be 12 plus offense, 13 yards, 10, 11, 12, 13. Look at this. This is going to be the best performance of the week for quarterbacks if he throws another touchdown. First down and 10 at the 11. It's going to be a pass for 15, 16. Touchdown. We're not over. Smith is going to throw his 3rd TD in the first half. This one 11 yards, 2. And it's going to be 8. Oh, wow, that's going to be Tim Howard. Their slot receiver comes in the ball game, and the extra point is good. Holy cow, folks. Boise is absolutely stunned. The fans here roaring as it is 16 and 7. It is 23-0. Boise has been, literally, they have been jack slapped and have no clue what's happened, right? It's like they're completely flustered. The kickoff is 6. Goal line, they're going to down it, take it to 20. Boise, the final drive of the first half, they're going to go to work. It's going to be picked off. My God. Oh, my Lord. Everett, who was last year's quarterback of the year, has just thrown a pick. It goes how far? 6. The interception goes 5 yards downfield, so up to the 25. It's going to be returned. Pre-snap penalties irrelevant here. 11, huge return, 7 yards. I say huge, but big return. It's going to be down to the 18. Who picked it off? And that's going to be the gun sounding. Who intercepted it to wrap up the first half? Number 9. That's going to be their stud cornerback, Jack Jones. Intercepted by Jones. And that's it. That ends the first half. Holy Jesus. Indy 23, Boise 0 at halftime. That was, despite my tutorial of the solo thing and shuffling the cards, we're moving through this game very quickly. Boise losing 23-0 at halftime. This team had never lost a regular season game. They were completely bum rushed and caught off guard in the playoffs by San Diego last year. San Diego came to play. Clearly, the Indianapolis Capitals studied that game film to break down Coach of the Year Hooker's schemes. They come into this game with having drafted a rookie linebacker, Albert Tyson, who's immediately a potential Pro Bowler. And this defense improves. They are, and they're getting the job done today. They have a interception, 2 interceptions, a tackle for loss on a 4th down play, and they've recovered a kickoff fumble. Indianapolis, and Smith has thrown 3 touchdowns in the first half. He is a 0, but that just tells you what's expected of him. He's basically an average quarterback. Well, that's last year his numbers prove that out. I think he threw 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. I think he had like 2,400 yards passing, maybe a little better, maybe 2,700 yards. So he's an average quarterback. But they have a brilliant running back who has yet to really touch the ball, which has been kind of, he's not scored, I should say. All right, 3rd quarter underway in a drubbing. Boise, who's never lost a regulation game in their history, is about to not only lose a regulation game, but folks, they're going to leave a stink on the field here at the Hooters Dome that they're going to have to open some windows around this joint for a week, right, and let the Hooters Dome air out because this is a stink bomb. All right, Indy is going to get the kickoff. So Boise needs some help. They need something here. 6. Kickoff's goal line. Indy's going to return it because why not? They're having that kind of day. 1. Nope. Well, they fumble. Well, that's why not. So from the goal line, he fumbles at the 10. Recovered by the offense. Ooh, offense. Yep. So they get it back. But they're at the 10-yard line. Whoa. That was almost a big mistake for Indy. Boise could have changed the momentum of this game if they had recovered that. However, they did not. Here we go. They snap the ball. It's going to be a run. Offense, 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. So there's Chappelle of the Capitals. They snap the ball. It's going to be a pass for 5. Offense plus 1. 6-yard strike up to the 19. 3rd down and 1. We're going to go short yardage. 3 on short yardage is 46. So minus 1. It's going to be defense. Minus 1. Minus 2 for 46. So minus 2. 27. Minus 2. 25-yard strike. 10, 25, 1st down as Smith is playing a flawless game at quarterback for the Indianapolis Capitals and this balanced offense. Smith is looking like he may be on pace for an MVP. And by the way, he's a 0 rating, but that doesn't mean he can't be the league MVP, can't become a Pro Bowler, All-Pro. Wow. Snaps the ball. It's going to be defense run 1st down. Defense minus 1, so they're going to run 9 yards. Right? Can't get the 1st. 2nd and 1. We're going to go short yardage. 2. Short yardage is base. So they're staying in their base. Snaps the ball. It's going to be defense run of 2, minus 1. 1 yard in the 1st. They got it anyway. Base has no effect on balanced teams. For the 43, anyway. Snaps the ball. It's going to be pass incomplete. Defense steps up, bats the ball away. 2nd down. Smith's first bad pass of the day. Snap. It's going to be a run with a fumble. So 3 plus 1 for offense. 1, 2, 3, 4 yards. Ball is loose, and it's going to be recovered by the offense. Let's go ahead, and it's not 4th down, so we can advance it. And 10. They scoop it up and go 5 more yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be 3rd and 1 as Chappelle picks up his own fumble and rumbles 5 yards with it. Holy cow. Even when they make a mistake. Oh, this should have been Boise's drive. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to just flip it around. This is Indy's drive. So, that's all right. So, Indy will get, doesn't matter. They're going to get the same number of possessions, but I just got to remember that. So, anyway, it is 3rd and 1. They snap the ball. It's going to be pass for 15 plus 1, 16 yards. 10 down to the 21, 1st down. Smith looks like the best quarterback in football history. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a run for 5, even though the defense played a role. 2nd and 5. They're going to go with a normal short yardage roll. It's going to be 46, minus 1 from everything. Defense, so 13, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. So 11 yards and a 1st down at the 5. And we're in goal line now. So I'll roll for goal line. 4 and inside the 6 is base. That ain't going to help them, but at least it doesn't give up any pluses. They snap the ball. It's going to be pre-snap offensive penalty. Wow. First down over. They're now no longer in. So I'm going to roll this short yardage. 2, they're going to stay in base. Snaps the ball. It's going to be offense run. +1 is 3. Down to the 7. Second goal. They're still not in goal line. We're going to roll this for short yardage. 6 is blitz. Dang it. Against balanced teams is +2. Run for a first down. That's a touchdown. +3. He gets in by 3 as Chappelle finally gets on the board. Chappelle with a 6-yard run. Extra point is good. Woo! Wait. 95. Oh, yes, it's good. PAT. They've missed one already. All right, kickoff to Boise is 11. It's going to be at the 6. They need a big return. They need something to spark them. 4. 18 yards at the 24-yard line. Wow, Boise now down 30-0. God, dog. Boise goes to work. Sack. -6 yards. You've got to be kidding me. Down to the 18, second down. Who got that sack? Number 9. That's going to be Albert Tyson of Indy. So Tyson adds a sack. That's their outside outside linebacker. Their rookie outside linebacker. Holy cow. We're going to go long yardage 4. Long yardage 4 is nickel. So they're in nickel. Snap's going to be run. Defense. So -1. But the nickel against balance is 0. So -1. So 1-yard run. Quarterback's forced to scramble out of the pocket. Third down. We're going to go short, long yardage again. 1. This time we're staying in nickel. Snap is offense. Incomplete. Doesn't matter. Fourth down. They've got no choice. They're already being embarrassed. They're going to punt. Oh, defense. Pre-snap penalty. That's going to give them the ball back. Now it's 4th and 10. Do we go for it? No. There's no way. You don't want to make this. You're getting your butt kicked, but have pride. They snap the ball. 9. The punt is 47 yards, 10, 20, 30, 40, 5, 6, 7 at the 29. They need a fumble, and it's going to be pre-snap. We ignore it. It's going to be 12. There it is, a chance to return for a touchdown. 18 yards. He's got to break away here. 10, 18, and does he break it away? Yep, add something. 6, 30 more yards. 10, 20, 30, down to the 23. Holmberg. Indy is destroying these guys. Holmberg with a 48-yard punt return. Holy cow. Indy is killing them. So there's a punt. All right, midway through the third quarter, Indy at the 23. They snap the ball. It's going to be pass. 14 yards. 10 down to the 9. First and goal at the 9. Holy cow. We're going to go short yardage situation. 2 is going to be base. It's going to be defense. 15 -1 touchdown in the end zone. It's caught. Smith throws his fourth TD of the day, a 9-yard pass. 2. This is a butt kicking. 12. That's going to be Tim Howard with his second. He is their 4th receiver. His second touchdown pass in a 3-receiver set on the balanced attack. They bring him in instead of the fullback, and the PAT is good. Folks, we got one more drive in the third, and Boise looks miserable. 7 on the kickoff, 1-yard line. They have no choice. They must return it. 5, 20 yards out to the 21. Holy cow. Boise looks like they've been hit by a truck. I don't know about anybody out there. If you've ever been in a car accident, you never saw it coming, and you're kind of like, well, what the hell happened? And you're still kind of dazed and confused. If you've ever been blindsided on the football field, or if you've ever been in a car accident where you didn't see it coming and bang. Boise's got to be like spinning in circles like that. It's like, what the? It's been like they literally stepped off the bus and got ran over. It's like a Warner Brothers Looney Tunes, right? He stepped off the bus and got ran over, drug. Oh my God. And then when they stood up and dust themselves off, get run over the other way, right? The Wile E. Coyote. Holy shit. All right, third quarter, here we go. Boise, they are just getting destroyed, folks. It's 37-0. They snapped the ball. Man, Indy, what a way to open up the regular season. You beat the team that has never lost a regular season game, and you whoop them by 30-something points. Defense is going to back them up. So they lose a yard to top it off, second down. Boise doesn't know what's going on. Offense run +1, so the quarterback scrambles for 2, third down. It's going to be long yardage situation. 5 is dime. So dime against ballast actually adds 1 to either. So it's going to be offense. So 13, oh, that's a big play. 13, 14, 15. And the big play adds, oh, offense pre-snap, doesn't matter. Off 3. They don't add anything, but they get 15 yards, 10. And the crowd here, somewhat surprised, as somehow, some way, Sam Everett finally completes a pass over 10 yards. First down. And they're moving now. Boise's threatening. Well, not really. Offense run. Oh, they run the ball up the gut. And again, they have a good back in Ed West. They have a really good fullback. And they have a great left guard, but they're not getting anything. It's second and long. We're going to roll. It's going to be base. Defense, -1, -2, and their base is no effect. 1-2, third down. Who gets that tackle for loss for Indy? 7. Oh, it's Gross with another tackle for loss. That's 2 for him. Wow, Gross is having a Groce, Groce. I would say Gross, but he is absolutely killing them. It's third down. Long yardage. 4 is going to be 4 on long yardage is nickel. That's a 0 effect. So here we go. It's going to be defense. 4 -1 is 3 yards. 1, 2, 3. Fourth down. They're going to punt. Again, they're not. It's all about pride. At this point, you just want to get out of the game without anybody getting injured and then set up for next week. 5 on the punt is going to be 41. 10, 20, 30, 41. And the return is 9. A good return of 9 yards up to the 29. Very good. And that's going to end the quarter, folks. And I'm telling you, somebody needs to put Boise out of their misery. A 14-point quarter for Indy. Folks, it's 37-0 starting the fourth quarter. Boise has yet to recover after losing in the playoffs to San Diego last year. The Indy Capitals owner must be, I mean, he's up there in the box eating nachos, having a laugh with his family and his friends as they are just relaxed here in the Hooters Dome. Maybe eating some hot wings, Hooters hot wings here in the Hooters Dome. And unbelievable. Johnny Smith has had a career day last year in 14 games. Never threw more than 2 touchdowns. He throws 4 in the first 3 quarters today. They came out and sucker punched Boise, and Boise has not been able to recover. Unbelievable. So Indy, here we go. Shuffle these cards, and Indy up third. Can they pitch a shut? Now the fun is, can Indy get a shutout? Because the narrative here of this game is, let's just get it over, because Boise wants to go home. Indy, of course, is already happy and celebrating. Boise really can't come back in the fourth quarter. Now, there's some chance they can make it interesting if everything went on a miracle run here, but they can't possibly score 37 points in the fourth quarter. So to be honest, both these teams are probably wanting to get out of this game, and Indy celebrates for a week, prepares for next week's game. Boise and Hooker go back to the drawing board and try to figure out what has happened to their team since the playoffs last year. All right, Indianapolis goes to work. It's going to be a run for nothing. Second down. Nice. So Boise's had some moments on defense. Snaps the ball. It's going to be offense. 8 yards. Run. So they hand it off to Chappelle. Get 8 yards. 3rd and 2. We're going to go short yardage. It is blitz. It's going to be a run for, let's see here, 5, -1, 4, and we get 2. So it's going to be a run for 6 yards. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Indy pounds it out with Chappelle, who is an all-pro back, a +2 back. They snap the ball. It's going to be a run for a first down minus defense. So it's a run for 9. Second down. Chappelle now is eating clock in the fourth quarter as they're pounding the rock. They snap the ball. It's going to be a run for 1, thanks to the offense. First down. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a defense 6-yard pass, -1, so 5. He throws the ball down to the 42, dumping it off to Rance Psalms out of the backfield. Snaps the ball. It's going to be another drop back pass for 12 yards, 10, 11, 12. And right now, Smith's looking to throw a record 5 touchdowns. Record for him, certainly for the Capitals. First down and 10 at the 30-yard line of Boise. They snap the ball. It's going to be a 2-yard run for Chappelle. Second down. They snap the ball. It's going to be a run for 1 yard for Chappelle. Third down and long. We're going to roll normal situation because I don't want to decide. It's going to be base. So they're staying in their base. They snap the ball, incomplete, as Smith takes a shot deep down the sidelines thinking we'll go ahead and put smiles on the faces for another week. Doesn't happen. They're going to go ahead and kick the field goal. And the field goal is good. Wow. So Indy's Polk adds to the lead. 44-yard field goal in an absolute butt kick in the kickoff. It's 2 touchback. Hooker's probably subbing in players. It's 44-0, folks. 44. No, excuse me. That was a field goal. 40-0. It is 40-0. Boise goes to work. It's going to be defense. 1 yard. As they try to run, the quarterback scrambles for 1. They snap the ball. It's going to be a 9-yard carry or 10-yard run as the quarterback scrambles out of the pocket and races for the first down sticks. First down. They're staying in a base defense. They snap the ball. It's going to be a 2-yard run for their halfback, West. They snap the ball. It's going to be a strike for 6, a pass out to their tight end, Aaron Smith. It is 3rd and 1, 2. 3rd and 2. They snap the ball. It's a big pass down the field for 20 yards to Vic Evans. There's all-pro receiver, 10-20, first down. Boise's finally putting something together against, you could argue, probably a pretty soft coverage. Right, we're not going into a prevent, 40-0. There's no reason to prevent because even if they score a couple touchdowns, it's not. So they're just playing a soft coverage defense. They snap the ball. It's going to be a penalty, but it is a pass for 10 yards. The penalty, that one doesn't count. Penalty is 2. Holding. Oh, back them up. First down over. Poor Boise. 1st and 20. They snap the ball. They're forced to run as the quarterback, 1, 2, 3, is flushed from the pocket. They snap the ball. It's going to be a pass for 8 yards. Up to the 40, 3rd down and 9. They snap the ball. It's going to be a quarterback scramble for 2, 4th down. They're going to go for it. They snap the ball. He drops back, looks deep, incomplete. Turnover on downs as he just heaves that ball down the field, and Indy has coverage on it. And here we go, folks. The final drive for Indianapolis. And they're going to go. It's going to be a run for 5. Chappelle bangs the rock out for 5. 2nd down. They're going to run again. Or no, pass. Incomplete. 3rd down. Pass. Incomplete. They're going to have to punt. Well, thank God for Boise. 9. 9 is 47 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40. 7 puts it at the 9. They need a big return. 9, not bad. It's going to be a 9-yard return. Up to the 18. And this is it, folks. Indy. Final drive for Boise right here. Game is over. It's 40-0. Can Boise at least get on the board? This was a game of the week game, folks. 40-0. I did not plan. I thought it was going to be a knockdown drag out. It is a knockdown drag out. Indy knocked them down and they're dragging their corpse out of the room. God. Run of 3, 2, 3. The balanced offense. They've given up. They're just trying to eat clock. It's going to be a pass for 8 and a first down. So they're gonna pass for 8 and a first down, but it looks like they're just trying to get out of this game. It's going to be a pass for 14, 10, up to the 42, first down. It's going to be a run for 8 yards. Very nice, but it's 2nd down and 2. It's going to be a pass for 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're at the 37. They just want to not get shut out. It's going to be a pass for 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, they're just staying in a base coverage defense. Boise, it's going to be a run for 6 more. Up to the 6 more. That would be the 28. It's 3rd and 1. And it's going to be offense pre-snap penalty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 3rd down over. We got to shuffle the cards. Wow. Final drive of the game. Boise's just trying to get on the board to save face. Give them something positive to talk about on a plane ride home. And the Capital fans here are in full celebration. Bernard Leonard stalks the sidelines, headset off, hat back, having a laugh with his players as the Capitals are in full butt-kicking mode. It is a record-setting game for Indy. This is the most points they've scored in their history. And they give Boise their first regulation loss in their history. And Boise's second loss, counting the playoff upset of San Diego last year. So Boise's on a 2-game losing streak in their history. Unbelievable. J.W. Hooker, former coach of the year. Well, how do you coach your team out of this mess? I don't know, but Hooker has a lot of work to do here in Boise as things have kind of, their window of success may have been slammed shut with the offseason, killing their offense. They lost too many coaches, right? As their team was so good, you can imagine other teams pilfered their OCs, their DCs. Wow, here we go. It is 3rd down and 6 now, thanks to the penalty. They snapped the ball. Offense pre-snap. You've got to be kidding me, folks. It's 3rd down. It's just it's. I can see Hooker just storming the sidelines, yelling and screaming. Now they've had another false start as the Capitol fans are celebrating. It's going to be a dive. It makes sense. They're just trying to run the clock out, and the offense keeps jump starting. 8 plus 1 9-yard run. That's really nice. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it. Why kick a field goal? It's going to be a run for a first, 5 yards to the 24. 1st and 10 at the 24. They're trying to get a touchdown. They have something positive to talk about. It's going to be a run for a loss of 1 as the quarterback is drugged down on a scramble. It's going to be a pass out for 6 to the 19. 3rd down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3rd and 5. Run for 1. The quarterback forced to scramble. 4th down. Do they send out the field goal kicker to break the shutout? No. It's not about being shut out here. That would be sad just to try to blow up the shutout. They're going to play football, try to get in the end zone. It's going to be a pass for 8. They do get the first, so they're going to be down to the 9. 1st and goal at the 9. Good for them not kicking the field goal. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a run for 3. 1, 2, 3. West on a pitch out. 2nd down and goal. They are not yet at goal line. Pass defense. -1, it's going to be a touchdown. So there it is. Boise's quarterback, last year's quarterback of the year, who's thrown 2 interceptions, finally gets a 6-yard pass touchdown. And it is to number 10. That's going to be Deese, wide receiver Deese, with a touchdown. The extra point is good. PAT. And folks, this painful train wreck is over as Indy got a field goal. Everett on the final drive finally got him into the end zone. 7 to 23, 40. Let's see, 10, 20, 30, 7. Yep, 40. Woo! 40 to 7. Boise goes to 0-1. Indy is 1-0. They send a message to that division. They are in the California division. That's their message to the Mesa Machine. Last year you averaged 33 points a game. Well, guess what? We're determined to outdo Mesa, and look at that, man. Indy's going to be at the top of the division at with a 47 drubbing of Boise. By the way, let me write this in here. Boise 740. Okay, so and Smith threw how many touchdowns? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 touchdowns for Smith. 4 TD passes. Wow, Casey. Congratulations. Your team put a whooping on. So the rest of the games in the league. Mesa Machine beat Billings 27-23 in Billings. Omaha defeated San Diego 23-14. So that puts Indy up on a game up on San Diego. Omaha, Freddie's team, with their quarterback, their running back, had 2 running touchdowns, 23-14. Larkin threw TD passes for San Diego, the last year's Rookie of the Year. Carolina defeated Houston 14-13 in Carolina jumped out on that game 14-0, and Houston made a comeback, kind of, but it never felt like Carolina was going to lose that game. Dayton, in one of the best games I've ever played with this new set, wins 13-7 in an absolute nail-biter. You can see that game on the channel. Colorado, in their home opener, in their history in Colorado, win 29-23. Kingfisher throws 2 touchdowns in that game, and they beat Dallas. And then, of course, San Antonio, in the Texas Division, defeats Northborough Tigers, 16-14 in Northborough. We just saw this game, 40-7. Indianapolis at home destroys Boise. Last year's, 1-0. Smith throws 4 TD passes. And last but not least, Fargo wins over Los Angeles 14-9. So Indy in the California division is knotted up with Mesa 1-0, and both San Diego and LA lost. So Indianapolis is sitting pretty for the tiebreakers at least this year. Well, not tiebreakers, but potentially a better record than those the other two. And that means they might have a shot at a reduced playoff size. We went from 8-team playoff to a 6-team. There'll be 4 division winners and 2 wild cards now. So it's going to be harder to get into the playoffs. But Indy at least starts off their season with an absolute show. And the fans in Indy must be feeling like real life fans in the Indianapolis Colts. Are we for real? Are we going to be a real threat to win a title? With a 40-7 drubbing like that, you got to be thinking maybe. Bye-bye.